Hi, welcome to the session. Today we are going to talk about no fake profile. This is one of the more common trends these days we can see. However, this was for a long time. People used to submit some extra experiences added to their profile whether they are on paper or not. So there are many parameters to the profile. Whatever profile we have since the beginning of our school life, possibly there can be a year gap, which is very important parameter in today's world. There is possibly year gap in the profile, and the recruiting agency is hunting hard to find that gap. Okay, so there are situations when suppose the requirement of a company is 8 years in so and so field, and we have just 6 years and 2 months. So the third party recruiter will suggest that okay, you make it 8.5 years, and if you have year gap or you have job in some other profile, then you can actually replace it with that. My idea is that don't do it. Okay, sometimes some manager from the recruiting agency may even suggest it. So again I will say don't do it. Why? There are multiple reasons. Some 30 years back, 20-30 years back, people used to write such kind of profiles. They generally used to get selected into the MNCs, even in the foreign companies. Okay, now that is almost not possible. Why? Because there are many service companies, service agencies who are doing this job solely. So a company who is existing, they have employees, their job is to find out the thief in the profile. Okay, so their job is to find out whether the CV submitted is perfect or not, it is something forged is there or not. So what do you think? Are they fools? As a candidate, can I fool those big agencies? They are doing worldwide servicing of the searching or hunting of the right or wrong profile. I think we cannot. Okay, this is one point that you may be caught. Okay, second point is that HR will always have a key in the hand if it is found that you have a forced profile, you have added some 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Okay, why? Because the moment they require you, they will hire you, even if the investigating agency, that is the agency who is verifying your document, reports that this experience is not validated. Okay, they simply report that this experience which you have submitted is not validated. They will not state anything else. Okay, salary not validated. Okay, so what will happen? HR requires you very seriously for one project for which in between the delivery is in another 6 months and the engineer has skipped. So they will recruit you because they know that you can do it, but you did a mistake that you submitted some manipulated profile. So for next 6 months, 1 year, you will do the project. After that, if another project comes and you join the next project, it's okay. But if there is a gap and they find that okay, we have to do a cost cutting by 40%, then they will find out the candidates who have been reported by the verifying agency as their CV is incorrect, CV has been forged. Those people will be called or directly sent email that from tomorrow you don't require to come to the company, and you cannot ask them because you also know that you did something in your CV to get this job. Okay, so I will not name the companies, but there are many companies people do these tricks, because what happens in a very good company, first your skills should match, second their criteria on schooling, then internship, all those things also should match. There should not be any year gap. So I am a very good candidate. Google has announced some job requirement, I am fit for that, but I know that in background check and all those things, uh, I will not be fit as per the requirement of, suppose they are saying the 15 years as a project manager, so I have just 13 years, so 2 years I add. What will happen that they big companies will straightforward reject you. Okay, if you write something which is not there in reality, they will reject you after verification. Sad part is that when you join the company and still the verification is not complete, after 15 days of joining the verification is completed, now they said that you are rejected. So after 15 days your job, you have resigned from the earlier job, now you are nowhere. There are some companies who don't take back the people who have resigned even immediately or 1 year back or whatever it is, they don't consider them. You resigned and went means forget it. Okay, so there are multiple reasons these why you should never go for manipulated CV or forced CV, and there are many people who do this in the market. They have done it recently or long back, but they do it to get into the company. Okay, even I have year gaps many times in my career. I left a job, then I could not join the next job as planned. Okay, something happened in my personal life, private life, so I took 6 months gap, 1 year gap. Sometimes I went for preparation, it took me 2 years to qualify that exam, so I had 2 years gap. I never fill up those gaps. Okay, and I'm telling you that gap actually did not come to the way when I was going to be selected. That gap will come to the way when the company is not willing to select you, or when they have selected you but after that they want to reject you, then that gap will come into picture. Okay, otherwise as long as you are useful to the company, they will never mention that they know that you have submitted a forced CV. Okay, and there are many now very smart companies, they are using AI tools. They just find out any mistake in the CV. Okay, so one such company I remember is IDFY. Okay, so IDFY is a company who verifies your document very smartly, and they will give the results immediately within 7 days to 1 month. Okay, so I am just showing you the web page of IDFY. This is an excellent service provider who will give you the services against the document verification, and other services are also there. So they just have the solutions site. You have KYC check, risk, brand, statement analysis, a lot of things are there, but one of the things that IDFY does is verify your CV. Okay, they verify the job experience, that is starting date, end date. Okay, they verify the salary. So we as an individual don't require this kind of verification, but of course companies, big companies, even companies like PayPal use their services. So when companies like this are verifying the documents, so you must be careful that they will find out anything and everything about you, even the thing which you may not know, that also they will find out about you. So that is why I say that no fake profile. Okay, don't submit any fake profile, because once you submit a fake profile, you are in the hand of the company for all, because whenever there will be trouble or something goes wrong, you will think that okay, maybe this is the reason, maybe this is the reason why the HR is behaving with me differently, like that. Okay, so avoid such things in your career. Once you have submitted a fake CV, maybe you submitted to one company, got into the company, after that you changed 2 companies, but this IDFY verification record will be there with IDFY as well as with your existing company. When you join the next company, they will ask for verification to the previous company, and they may submit a report about the candidate with his experience, this that, along with the recommendation or comments from the verifying agency, because the previous company knows that you have left, you are no more giving service to them, so they are neutral about you. They will tell everything about you frankly to the next company. As long as you are my employee, I will not disclose your secrecies, but the moment you quit, I will disclose your secrecies. So your one mistake will carry on in all further companies, so someday will be impacted. So better take my advice, don't forge your CV. Whatever is there in your CV, whatever year gap is there, whatever certificate is there, whatever marks you have got, you should tell everything publicly and openly. Don't hide anything. Okay, so this is what I wanted to convey you today, and I will keep on bringing new topics for you, which are very sensitive and very important for you. And sometimes while submitting a CV, we are not careful, we just submit with some data as per our desire. Okay, what we dream, we write that in the CV, and we write that and send it to the HR, but HR takes every data very carefully, very sensitively. So no fake profile. Okay, if you find this information useful, give me a like, and subscription button is there below. Subscribe this channel and select the all option on the same button, so that any video I upload, you get the notification in your email. Thank you for giving a valuable time. Bye bye, take care.